And he was supposed to be like this.
Mm-hmm.
And the mouth supposed to look like this.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a danger. He had a helmet. He had a round helmet. It's for space. And the motorcycle driver, he drive on roads. That's hot. The might be able to cute.
So today's Saturday, the Saturday before Mother's Day, and we're back at the hideaway. And I'm here to finish weed eating all this grass. I should be able to get it done. And in the backside, we're gonna have our first cookout. We're gonna cook some burgers on the grill out here. So, and we brought Bailey so she can get outside, experience this, and so let's get started. Let's go.
He's a bit heavy. He's a little heavy.
Yeah, she weighs twice as much as you. More than twice. She weighs 106 pounds. You're only 40.
Oh yeah, Ty, get up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's moving. Stop here. I told you to leave. Don't know this doggy leash so tiny. Why Bailey crying, baby mommy?
Ready to go. We have the kindling, our food, and Bailey's bed, and we're ready to go. Now that she's an only dog, we're gonna see how she just roams around the campsite. Hopefully she does okay and doesn't run off again. But you can see where we're gonna have our little cooking area. I need to figure out how to put everything so that wifey has a good workflow. Yeah, I got the grill, cook stove, propane tank, some charcoal, and we got our food in that little ice chest and basket. So I'm gonna get
Bailey!
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock right now in the morning. I'll probably get the grill started real quick and the fire pit so that wifey can start cooking and taking care of the fire. And I'm gonna go.
Take you, make your huge space.
Yeah.
I really love you.
You do? Can I have a hug? No hug?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bailey!
What happened to
Back here!
what is this?
It's a grill.
Good girl.
That's all I give us.
No. This is, I bought this.
Mommy,
Back
give
off,
me
please.
this one.
Yeah, that one.
Get the fire pit started.
Daddy, I found one more hole.
You found one more hole?
Fill it up.
Yeah?
Okay, you can fill in the hole, but not overfilled. Okay? You might need to take out that big one and put in a bunch of small ones.
Yeah.
Charcoal started. Get this Oh yeah. Perfect. Gonna close the grill for a little while. Let that smolder. And then I got my stick. I need to get a brush and other grill tools for out here. But for now, I'm just gonna use this wood stick to scrape off all the gunk. But that should be fine. So my plan for the front of the property is I'm gonna finish cutting what I started cutting. So I'm gonna finish cutting what I started cutting, and then I'm not gonna cut it again until fall. The only thing I keep maintained is the area where we park and the pathway to our trail to get to the back, and that's it. And plus all this back area too. And I keep it maintained to where there's nothing growing and where stuff can hide under. But that's all I'm gonna maintain, because I want to be able to enjoy this property. I want to be able to build stuff on it, like the deck and maybe start on a tree house and stuff like that. What I don't want to do is have to constantly cut grass because like most of the time, like we come out here during the week, and so it's an hour trip over here, an hour trip back, and we have to pick up Braden. So we have a limited time that we could be here. So we could be here for about 2 to 2.5 hours. All these bugs. And so after that, then we have to go back and pick up Braden. So it limits the amount of time that we're here. So I want to make sure that when I'm here, I'm actually doing something constructive, like working on the deck or something else, maybe making new trails or milling lumber or whatever. And so
Bailey, that's too far.
Too far. Come back.
Too far. You need to ask your parents. You need to ask the parents you want.
Yeah. So I do have the little tiny battery chainsaw, so I may cut up this stick on the ground over here and that other tree that I cut down. I'll just work on that when I come back after I finish the front. I did find my tick spray. So Repel makes what it seems to be a really good spray for our ticks, because I found 2 on me so far from weed eating, and so I want to make sure I'm covered, you know. So that's burgers. Leave those burgers alone. All right, let me try to scrape this grill. Yeah, it's at 400 right now. Oh yeah, it burned off a lot of that crud. So, a lot of this rust.
There.
Grill is clean-ish. So good heat right now. Okay. So if you want to cook,
Yep.
it's fine. So wifey is cooking like a good wife should. No, I'm joking. Sometimes I cook. Well, I don't know. Mostly I let her cook because she does a good job of it, because she likes it. So. But I started the grill. I did the man part. Got some Angus burgers, like frozen patties from Publix. I don't know who makes them, but I think next time we're gonna make our own patties and freeze them. We have the little plastic patty maker, and we could get meat for a lot cheaper than what this is. I mean, it's only 2 pounds of meat, and it was like what, $15 or something.
Yep.
And I know that a pound of meat ain't that much, especially at the farmer's market. It's pretty cheap. But yeah, we got our grill over here. We have our little table, and then over there we have our camp stove, but it's acting like a table because we're not using it right now. We have Bailey dog, Braden boy, Bailey's bed, and Braden is just acting like a nut as usual. We got our solo stove going. And I usually use lighter fluid to start it. I ain't wasting my time with little kindling and matches and all that, and I'm going full bore. You know, this thing puts out a pretty good flame, especially when the flame starts underneath those holes at the top of the can. As you can see, it's fairly smokeless. There's still some smoke the way I have this set up, but usually, like, once the fire kind of goes down some, oh man, it's a beautiful flame and there's no smoke at all. That's why Snoop Dogg stopped smoking. So see the heat, and then we got our our deck going up over there. I think this week I'm gonna start making the beams for it, because I need something that I can haul over here myself, and a 4x12 16-foot long is not gonna be, or even 12-foot long, I won't be able to budget. So I have to get some 2x12s and kind of mock it up at the house, screw it all together, and then take it all apart, put it in our Suburban, and then I'm gonna haul it here piece by piece. And then once it's here, I'm gonna glue it together and screw it to where it's all straight again, and then put them up. I'll be able to put them up there, I think, because I could kind of drag it and put it up there. But yeah, this is gonna be a lot. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to get that up there. And then once I get those two beams, then I'll be able to put all the floor joists on. Yeah, there's our fire. And then there's Brayden doing stuff. Wifey putting stuff far away from where it goes. There we go. She's doing her thing, cooking. So far, she kind of ran off a little bit, but not too far. But she came back when we called her. Yeah, so if we still had Bosco, they would have been a mile away from here by now. Never coming back, you know. But just her, she stays around, just kind of watching what Braden's doing, staying away from him. You like this, Bailey dog? Burgers in the woods on a Weber grill, and they eat it. Got chips, burger, Dr. Pepper, everything a man can ask for. Son's playing where he shouldn't be, but that's fine.
Yeah.
The dog is sniffing at the burgers, and she knows we don't give her table food.
It's the best picnic ever.
Best picnic ever?
Mm-hmm.
Good. See it flying around in the tree back there?
Mm-hmm.
So songbird, you hear it singing?
Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Calling other birds like, hey, there's some people here. They got food.
big mushroom and a small mushroom. A big one and a small one. And the mushroom is cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's so ready to eat.
Trimmed enough. I'm done. I got like around like the tree line and the road, got that kind of cleaned up. There might be a few little stragglers here and there, but whatever. It's all gonna grow. I mean, by the end of the summer, everything's gonna be this tall again. So, but I think what I need to do is I need to get one of the extensions for the steel combi. That way I can put extension and then the weed eater head, and then now instead of having like a 6-foot pole, I now have like a 9-foot pole, and I can really get far in there. Now that the leaves are on the trees, I'm gonna start marking which ones I'm gonna cut. I'm not gonna cut every one down because that's, you know, we came here for the forest, and so I'm just kind of looking to see which ones have a good crown, and I'm gonna try to keep those. Yeah, and it's like you see short trees like this, and they already have dead branches up top. So I'm gonna cut those down. I might not cut down this one, but I don't know. I'll probably just trim that dead branch off so that we can keep it going. But like I'm just kind of marking what I see so far. It's like some like this one right here is it's never gonna grow good because there's so much canopy above it. You know? Yeah. So it's because I don't have every color under the sun. I have like green, yellow, and orange. So the orange I'm gonna cut. The yellow probably is gonna mean I need to trim it, and the green is I'm gonna put those on the small trees that I want to keep. So that's gonna be my color code. changed. I finished cutting the grass in the front. So I've changed to get all that grass and thorns off of me. We sprayed the tick spray, came back, the fire's going, Braden's having some fun, and there's something jumping around back there that I can't figure out what it is because everybody's, well, I guess they deer kind of like noise. I figured out that, so that they'll be interested in what we're doing. Chilling out. But I think I'm gonna have to come at least once a month and just kind of trim all the stuff on the ground with the weed eater. Looks about like that. Yeah, but after this gets down a little bit more, we'll probably go home. Yeah, this is nice and it's just relaxing being out here. Now we're in the shade. During the winter, I was getting sunburnt because I was in the bright sun working and I was getting sunburnt, which is like, it's like, how do you get sunburnt in the winter? But you could get it sunburnt in the winter. But now I'm in the shade and I'm just looking at the leaves and enjoying the little breeze that we have right here. It's always a little windy right here, which is good. Bailey's enjoying, she's digging in the ground, eating bugs. I have to dust her off. I'll go get the leaf blower and you hold her down.
Okay.
Waiting on the fire. There's a big log in there that's burning. I've been kind of poking at it every once in a while. The grill is already cold, so don't have to worry about that. And it's a nice hike, like our trail. It's like kind of winding up and down, and it's a nice hike to on it. I got it pretty flat, I guess, you know, across the trail. There's some holes. Oh, I cut a branch in the front because it was hanging out into the open area. And when I turned around and then I stepped into a hole and twisted my ankle. So I took some Aleve right away, so ankle's still kind of tingling a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't swell up too much.
Maybe try up again.
What's happening here is we got two big logs, or actually it was one big log. I broke it apart. It was a rotten log, but I threw some little twigs in there. But down from this angle, there's like, I mean, it looks like it is scorching hot in there. Like, I mean, almost white flame coming out the bottom of that log. And so, let's, you know, we're trying to get this to burn down to where we can leave. Right now, it's a little bit too much in there. Cardboard, good. Look at that.
You need to stay by your parents a long time. You want to take a walk at your parents.
Right.
Don't eat the charcoal.